Hello everyone, I'm Jonathan, and in this video I'll be taking you through my flying frog Paludarium, so let's get into it. Starting off from the top, I use 3 skylight vivarium tiny fixtures, together with the Arcada UVB bar and a small heat lamp. Normally these frogs don't need a heat lamp, but I live in Sweden where it gets really cold in the winter. Hooked up with the heat lamp I also have a Habitat thermostat. I also have a Stockholm Reptile smart fan that helps keeping the tank ventilated, and a Stockholm Reptiles misting system. The misting system goes on 3 times a day for 45 seconds. I do also plan to make a separate video on this misting system, so if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Alongside the misting system I also use a fogger that I hooked up to an Inkbird hydrostat, as I don't want to waste RO water and only want the fogger to come on when it only needs to. Moving into the tank we have the background. It's made from expanding foam that I carved and then painted with dry lock and acrylic paint. The background also has a waterfall built into it. I built an overflow box from some plastic sheets which I then silicone to the glass. I have a small pump which has tubing sending water from the bottom into the overflow box. The pump sits in its own little chamber behind the background which I can access through the top of the tank. The water features about 80 liters and houses cardinal tetras, serpa tetras, a few ROs and some random snails. I do have a small internal filter in the water feature, but that is just to get some more movement in the water. Majority of the filtering is done by the plants. Speaking of plants, it is time for me to butcher the pronunciation of them. I will not be going through all of them as there are just too many, so these are just some of the main plants. Starting off, we have Philodendron gloriosum, a nice crawling plant. This is Philodendron verrucosum mensensii. Here we have Begonia just read that for yourself. It's one of my all-time favorites and it grows like a weed in this tank. This is Neoregelia red waif, a nice little red brown. Then we have another philodendron. This is Bilite. This is a tiny philodendron melanochrysum. And here we have a Monstera adansonii. I have grown really tired of this one. Now for the main inhabitants. These are Rhacohporus reinwardtii, or black-webbed flying frog. I have 3 in here, 1 male, 1 female and 1 unsexed. They originate from parts of Indonesia and have one of the coolest calls if you ask me. I haven't succeeded recording them calling yet, so I'll link to another video in the description of them calling. To my knowledge there aren't a lot of information on this species out there, so I'm planning to share everything new that I learn in the future, and also if you want me to make a care guide on these guys, let me know in the comments and I'll make it happen. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.